When considering moving or retiring to another country, a lot of Westerners used to think about moving east, and it was always Thailand or a country like that, either Vietnam, Philippines, Cambodia. One of those countries was on the top of their list, the first choice. The reasons were that the currency exchange rates were so appealing. There's many countries like that, Sri Lanka as well, and others, sometimes India, sometimes China, where the currency went a long way and you could live on a fixed income that was very low in the West. You'd be living in poverty or just above poverty, and you could live well above poverty over there in the East. This doesn't apply to Thailand anymore because the Thai baht is falling slower than other currencies. All currencies are falling against real things. They're all falling, but some are falling faster than others. The one who's winning, it's a race to the bottom. It's a race to go as low as you possibly can. And the one who's winning at the moment is the Japanese yen. That is falling at the fastest rate. And in the past, no one would ever consider Japan as a cheap country to move to retire to, where a fixed income in the West, you'd be living just above poverty. You could live really well in one of these East Asian countries, Southeast Asian countries. And Japan now has suddenly become one of these countries where your pound goes a long way, a very long way. Eating out, drinking is very, very cheap. Accommodation is actually so cheap that it's free. You can get a house for free. Because the population of Japan is falling by about 1 million people every year, there are abundance of free, empty, abandoned homes that you can squat in. You can be a squatter. This has been done a lot in the countryside, low population areas of Japan. It's actually encouraged. There's so many towns, villages, low population areas that used to be thriving communities for hundreds of years. And then the population was falling, and the population kept going down until there was only like 1 in 10 or 1 in 20 homes, and then 1 in 30, 1 in 4, and then there was only 1 in 100 homes were lived in. 99 homes were empty, 1 in 100 was still lived in, and then they move away or die. And they were encouraging people to move there. You can have a home for free if you move here. Please move here, you can have a home for free. That never used to apply to the high population areas, but now we're starting to see it in the higher population areas, just outside the cities, and even in the cities. There are homes in the cities that have been abandoned. You can be a squatter. You can go there and you can squat there. You can get free accommodation. It's not as easy as simple as some people make it sound, but I've got a lot of experience with this now. I can help you. There's a few things you need to know first. You can get accommodation for free, even in Tokyo now. It's a little bit harder, but just outside Tokyo, it is relatively straightforward, relatively easy. And you can just take the fast train into Tokyo if you wanted to. Most people I'm helping are thinking of taking early retirement. Some people, very early retirement. I think, wow, you're young to be talking about retirement. But they don't really mean completely retired. Maybe they'll be digital nomad or something. But a lot of people from the West are thinking about moving to Japan because of the great exchange rates. Things are so cheap. You've got 100 yen sushi bar in British pounds sterling. It's about 30p. You can have beautiful sushi for 30p, 30 or 40p. Alcohol is so cheap. Everything's so cheap. Entertainment, travel, holidays. The cost of living in Japan is very, very cheap to have high quality of life. A fixed income in the West, if you have some kind of, a couple of £100 a week fixed income, you might be struggling in the West because we've got massive raging inflation. The other way to say inflation is the depreciating purchasing power of your currency. You need more units of currency to buy the same goods and services. In the West, it's unbelievable high cost of living now. People are absolutely shocked the cost of regular, normal things in life. Well, that same fixed income in Japan, you're going to see a much higher quality of life. You can eat out every day, whereas you'd know where you could do that in the West. Think food is cheap, living costs are very, very cheap. Transport's cheap, running a car is cheap. Everything you'll find is so cheap and so good in Japan. Plus, it's a very, very safe place to live. Very low crime levels, very trustworthy. The people are so nice. So I've been helping people for a long time to plan a trip to Japan. You might stay for a short time, a long time. You might plan to semi-retire over there. The flights are very, very cheap. I can help people get a £300 return flight. So some people do 2 or 3 trips a year, or you could just do one long one every year, or you might stay there for a long time. But most of us in my community that I'm building there, we're all getting free homes in Japan. We go over 2 or 3 times a year. And you can stay for 90 days at a time very easily. If you want to stay longer than that, it is an option to get a longer visa. But most of us, 90 days at a time is fine. You do a visa run. You go to another country, go back to the UK, or go to another country, then go back for another 90 days in Japan. The flights can be very, very cheap and easy. I can help you with that. If you're a single person, or maybe you're a couple or a small family, or just 2 or 3 friends, what we're working on is having shared holiday homes, shared akiya. Akiya is the Japanese word for abandoned house. And we're all sharing the costs, the work in setting up, keeping it nice, so that maybe some of us will be staying there at the same time, or some of us will be leaving, someone else will come and stay. And we all share in the upkeep of it, keeping it nice. If you're interested in getting involved with that, you can send me an email. Most people that I've helped with this moving to Japan, they don't want to live there all the time, like just go there and never leave. Most of us are thinking 2 or 3 trips a year of about 90 days at a time. You can get a return flight from Britain to Japan for about £304 if you don't mind flying at the least popular times. But even if you want to choose different times, it might be £400. It's still very, very low cost flying there. Then I will help you with your mobile phone. You want to get a virtual SIM, and there's a few life hacks I can help you with. It's easy to get Wi-Fi all around Japan. Internet is no problem. You can also use your phone speaking to people in Japanese, and this does actually help you you'll increase your Japanese language skills. If you want to learn Japanese, you can hold your phone towards the person you want to speak to, and you speak in English. It will come out in Japanese in your phone speaker that they can hear, and when they speak, it'll come out in your AirPod in your ear, Bluetooth earphone in your ear. That'll come out in English. And you can try the Japanese. You'll hear the Japanese as well. You'll learn the words that you're used to in Japanese. It does help you. I recommend you put some effort in learning Japanese. The government have got always a local community centre all over the place near to you where they do free Japanese lessons. And you'll learn. You'll make new friends there, both Japanese ones. They're volunteers. They're lovely Japanese people, teach Japanese. And you'll see other foreigners go in there who are learning Japanese also. If you're interested in doing a trip to Japan, or possibly early retirement or a gap year in Japan, shoot me an email. We'll be going over with some new people now this summer, and I'd love to help you. Do a first consultation with me. Go through there's no such thing as a stupid question. Ask me anything you like.